channel is sponsored by the Orchid Supply Store. It is literally your one-stop shop for anything and everything you could possibly need orchid related. And they even sell orchids. Use my name code Hillbilly in the code section for a 12% viewers discount. So go check them out, y'all. Hey y'all, it is Paula with Hillbilly Orchids. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. This will be a Friday video, so yeah, the New Year's not quite here yet, but it's getting close, I'm having quite a day, having issues with my phone. I had told you guys, and I think I said it's something about it in the weekend walk around, so that'll actually be tomorrow's video. But yes, unfortunately, I'm having issues with my phone. It doesn't want to receive phone calls. If I go to make a phone call, the signal drops and says that my phone's not on the network, and crazy stuff like that. So all I can do is make 911 calls, and so yeah, some real crazy things are going on with my phone right now. So we definitely are in a push to get new phones. So, but also, I don't want to trudge out in the Christmas chaos of after Christmas, of people that got phones for Christmas that are getting them connected and all that. So bear with me for a little while, because yeah, I don't want to go out in all that chaos. So it's going to be a little bit before I go and upgrade my phone. Like I said, I don't want to get into all the, Christmas chaos of everybody else getting their phones and getting them set up and all that. So no, I'll wait a little bit. I'll hold off as long as I can. But I was on the phone this morning for like 3 hours with AT&T. It's just, they're sending me a new SIM card, but I just don't think that's, gonna be any help or anything like that either. So, but anyways, I hope everybody's Christmas was really, really good, and I hope that you guys have a fantastic New Year's. It just been, they, of course, I've told a few people, the Scrooge that my husband works for, they were only supposed to do he told him he'd do one run only if it was, really necessary. Well, he had chaos. His brakes caught on fire and all this stuff, so he didn't even actually get started till like 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. right before noon. And then they sent him to Ohio for his one run. So while they got to spend Christmas at home with their families, my husband was on the road. Just really aggravates me, because I'm like, their butts were home with their families, So anyways, just makes me so aggravated with them. But hopefully, fingers crossed for me that he gets a new job. So with all that blah blah blah, let's get started talking about what we are looking at. Now, last year I did another spotlight video on this beautiful Cattleya eldorado. Now, you can see why I did a spotlight on her last year. Beautiful, beautiful. She doubled her efforts this year, 4 on one spike, and just beautiful. Look at her. This one up here is actually single from the second plant, because I have 2 plants. And these 4 here are all on one spike. She did phenomenal this year, and I'm super proud of her. I was checking that one to see if there was anything in that sheath, and there's not. But yeah, super stoked at how fantastic she did this year. This one, oddly enough, it was supposed to be a smaller plant. It's actually the same size, but it's fuller. Where this one has less bulbs, but it was supposed to be the more mature plant. So just kind of weird, yeah. But they were both seedlings from the same flask, and I kept them because they claim, seedlings can have different color variations like that from flask to flask. This one I had spoke about. There was an issue during flasking. This plant was actually flasked wrong, and it was actually supposed to have been a Persevilliana, and it wound up being Cattleya eldorado. So, you know, hey, I'll take her. I think she's beautiful regardless. Eldorado is pretty special little Cattleya, and that's another thing about her. Little, she's definitely a small, compact like Eldorado Cattleya. She doesn't get real huge genuinely other ones do. She's a species Cattleya, which is nice. Even though I was told I couldn't grow species. Can I just say that to those naysayers? I said I couldn't grow species Cattleya. Or species anything, honestly. But anyway, some people. Yes, I can grow species Cattleya, obviously, and I can grow this one just fine. She's one that doesn't really like the cold very much or the cooler temperatures, so she's definitely a hot grower. But I had spoken before about Chadwick and Sons. Chadwick and Sons online has a real phenomenal I can't think of the word I'm trying to say. A real phenomenal story about the Eldorado, and it's really, like I said, if you go online and you find anything by Chadwick and Sons, you know, you definitely want to listen to it and definitely pay attention to it, because they're well known orchid growers and whatnot. So they've been around for quite some time, and they know their stuff. They really got it going on. So like I said, if Chadwick and Sons says anything about it, listen. So it was actually pretty cool, and I'm going to read you a little insert of one of the stories. It comes in two different parts, and the first part says they called this one the Old Gold Kid, which is pretty. It's kind of cute. It says, like, deep in the tangled jungles of the tropical Brazil, that's what it says. Deep in the tangled jungles of tropical Brazil. Yeah, I guess I don't know why it didn't hit me as sounding right. Among the many wandering tributaries of the Amazon basin lies the fabled land of the Eldorado. The appetites of the Spanish conquistadors for the elusive riches of this land of gold, was it worth risking a kingdom or even their lives to find? For the plant hunters of the mid-1800s, Eldorado was the realm of stinging insects, biting ants, blood-sucking bats, swarms of flies, clouds of mosquitoes, malaria, dysentery, and the promise of a golden treasures of a new Cattleya species. Well, there was a little, they thought it was a new Cattleya species, but yeah, like I said, read, and I'll link the part one that I was reading off of down in the description for you guys to go read about. Genuinely, I love looking up information on this one. She's really, really nice. It talks a lot about them. But basically, in the home, the Cattleya eldorado loves bright light, bright indirect light, which I grow mine under LEDs. So I grow them relatively close to the LED lights, so they really like bright light, and they like nice air circulation. They like warmer temps. Like I said, they do not fare well under, like, in the 60s, low 60s. They don't like that so well. So I say keep them above 65, if possibly can. I mean, they can handle it for, like a day or something like that. But you don't want to let them live that way. You can't let them get that cold for several weeks at a time or anything. So they don't fare well, and they will start to, decline in growing and things like that, and their bulbs might start rotting and things like that. They just don't like it. So definitely keep them hot, humid. They love hot humidity, which what orchid don't, and bright indirect light. And that is basically how I grow mine. The scent on her is fantastic. It's a very sweet smelling Cattleya. She's just full of scent. And I oddly last year, I think I stated I was like, she bloomed in November. She bloomed November 28th was when I did the other spotlight video. This one's actually, she bloomed before Christmas. So she's been in bloom like this whole week. And so she bloomed like a month later, which is December. So like December 24th, 25th, like she bloomed. So really kind of interesting that, yeah, she bloomed like a month later than she did last year. So, but yeah, definitely, I know Yoshi over at Orchids by the Lake, he every now and again gets in Eldorado. He's been getting in Eldorado semi-alba too, which I have one of those as well. Can't wait for her to bloom. Will be nice, nice, nice. So you can check out different places do have these guys for sale. So I'd say get one. Put one in your collection. They're well worth it. So there you guys go. My little spotlight video on my Cattleya Eldorado. And with that said, I appreciate each and every one of you beautiful, wonderful people stopping by and hanging out with me. Bye for now, y'all. Till we meet again.